Burke Barr, Mentor Mama, here with Grilled Guru, and today we have a real surprise for you. We are here with the fabulous Queen of Pay-Per-Click, the awesome, amazing Sophia Rashkin. And Sophia, so glad you're here with us today.
An absolute pleasure to be here with you, Nancy.
Well, thank you. And what I'm interested in knowing from you is what drew you to pay-per-click?
You know what? I never figured that I would have the analytical mind that I did. When we first got started in the internet marketing industry, and I didn't have any experience except for looking on Google answers to questions that I had and checking email. When we started looking at a business online, the top producers in the industry, in our company, mainly said, hey, what you want to do is do pay-per-click advertising. And the first thing that you want to do is grab the Bible of pay-per-click advertising on Google, which would be Perry Marshall's Definitive Guide to Google AdWords. And we went and looked, and I was the one that naturally just gravitated towards studying that.
And why do you think that was? What was it about it?
I think it was my analytical mind.
That you didn't know you had?
That I didn't know I had. I just really enjoyed figuring out, well, how does, and maybe it's not even analytical. It went from how does putting an ad on Google, when somebody is searching for an answer, how does putting an ad there then lead somebody into looking at a landing page and then lead them into opting into your landing page and going to a sales letter and then getting autoresponders through email? How does that all kind of work together? And so it really interested me maybe more in the sales funnel of how the process went, but it started with the actual ad and the pay-per-click ad. And I was very, very intrigued in that. As I got into it more and more, it just naturally fell into my lap, and I was studying all about pay-per-click. I just really, really liked the marketing aspect. I do like puzzles. I like Rubik's cubes and puzzles.
Well, it makes me think of a maze. Like you want to figure out how to do the maze.
Yeah, and believe it or not, it's fun now. At the beginning, I thought it was going to be fun. I thought, I'll just throw up an ad, and people will just flock to it, and people start clicking, and then a bunch of money will start coming in. No, that was not the case at all. There's a very, very scientific way of doing it. There's a numbers game involved. There's a lot of dynamics to pay-per-click advertising, and it's challenging. It's fun. You want to master it. It's just something that I want to master and be really, really good at. And
so, what would you say is the biggest downside of pay-per-click?
The biggest downside of pay-per-click is, honestly, you have to have a high-end product to go with pay-per-click. You cannot go into pay-per-click advertising with what it really costs for a lead. I don't care how good you are, even if you're paying $1, $2, $3, $10 a lead, you have to have a high back-end sales product that you're getting a good amount of commission for. And I don't think that's mentioned enough.
I don't think it is at all. I
think people are going into it thinking, well, I'm making commission on $5 for a bottle of vitamins or juice or something, and I should go in and do pay-per-click. Well, no, because you will basically go into massive debt.
So can you formulate that into a rule? What would the rule be?
My rule is you really better do research on the company that you're working with, and also with what kind of commission structure it is. It has to be a high-end. I'm talking into $1,000 on up. You have to be in a high-end product to play with any kind of pay-per-click advertising, or else you're going to lose your shirt.
And I think that's probably the very best advice that you've given us today, because I think people really, they hear the gurus and they think, oh, I should be doing pay-per-click no matter what my product is.
That's right, and you can't do that. You can't do it with a $5, $10 commission on the back end. It's not gonna work. And we can go into monetizing your list once you get the lead, but that's
so. What would be your advice to? I think women tend to be more drawn to the social media marketing. What would be your advice to a woman who might be interested in pay-per-click?
Yeah, you know what? I think the perception is that pay-per-click is a super high investment, and you know, for women that are transitioning from social media to pay-per-click, don't be scared of it, because if you think there's this high-end investment, there's a lot of ways to do pay-per-click where it is a lower cost, but again, you have to have that high-end product.
Well, Sophia, thank you so much for being here today, and I really appreciate you taking the time to watch Grill the Guru and follow Sophia.
Look me up, Sophia Rashkin, on Facebook if you'd like to learn. And I'm looking forward to seeing all you emails. Look for me on Facebook.
So thank you so much for coming by and visiting us on Grill the Guru. We'll see you next time.
Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.